Hey guys, so welcome to part 2 of my videos. Like I mentioned, this is going to be a trilogy for my Bleach videos. So for today we're uploading 2 more, and then we're gonna do 1 more, and then we'll close that part out for a little bit. But like I said, here are some things that I find out even more scary. Like I said, this episode of my video will be focusing on the sin of the father, which trickles down to the son. Now the son will be a replication of Yuhabak, and how in a way, by absorbing his father, we kind of now got the curse passing down to him. So in a way, I feel as if Yuhabak was tricked, due to the fact that the last scene, which is right before the episode of Kill the King, which was episode 28, right following after Yuhabak stabbed the Soul King. That's the same time where Uryu was being questioned about his loyalty with the Schutzstaffel. We saw a very interesting scene where basically Ichibei was sitting there right before Ichigo basically arrived to the royal palace. Ichibei was just sitting there, and he said, you know, and I quote, this is what peace is all about, right, Yuha? Basically, I feel as if Ichibei knew Yuhabak was after his father and to dismantle the 3 worlds, and he still let him do it. At the same breath, we got the same imagery of Mimihage's symbol, or one of the arms of the Soul King, was being inactive while undoing the binding of Senjumaru's Bankai. And I've been saying this for a while now, that Squad Zero was not just lightly defeated. There was bigger things at play. I feel as if all of the crying of Yuhabak and him mercilessly tried to keep the peace, even though it was in a way of not doing it the right way that we expected. But I think there's something that's in something in the larger picture that is going to be happening in Core 4. We might get a reveal of the Hell villain, and that would tie into why Yuhabak really wanted to suppress and fix the world. Just like when Thanos did the snap for a greater reason, due to the fact that he feared there were galactic entities that were much stronger than him. Similar to the Bleach doing the same thing. While Ichibei tried to preserve the history of the Soul Society, at the same time Yuhabak tried to reverse it to the primordial days. You can't say that one side could be right and the other side is wrong. And some factors, we might say both of them are right, because there's a greater evil that is lurking in the background that hopefully when Taite Kubo decided to release what the Hell Arc villain is going to be, I don't think it's just going to be the original captains, or they might be corrupt in some point. I think the Hell realm corrupts what was once good, and it drenched them with darkness. Just like I find it strange that ever since Ichibei released his Ichimonji Bankai, there's been something that's been lurking in my brain. It's indicating that Squad Zero, especially the lower members, even though they're ancient based on their age and based on their contributions to the society, Ichibei poses a greater concern to me, due to the fact that he knows so much, and he talks in riddles in a way where he will tell you to do one thing, but in reality it means the other. Also, that seal that he was preparing, the Tensei Tons Fuel, the Imperial Bone Funeral, that technique was a sealing technique, as I mentioned in my previous video. But at the same time, I feel as if this technique has not fully castrated its entirety of its abilities. Right before he could have released the complete thing, I think this thing has 5 stages. The first stages was him to create the song, and to release it. The second stage was him to pitch the world as well as the Soul Society and the heavenly realms such as the royal palace, and to drench darkness. His power is to control darkness. And what is the opposite of that? As we know, the Hell Arc, even though it's not really fully announced, I feel as if it's gonna play a larger part into the Soul Society's narrative of what have Hell been gatekeeping. And the fact that Squad Zero was blindly, I would say not blindly, but it's like they're protecting something but they never questioned it. And I feel as if in the Heart or Forever Refuge and Fear Your Own World, these questions were answered after the 15-year time skip, where we haven't got conclusion into what happened to Uryu, but we know that all of them grew up. Some of the friends like Ichigo have now families and kids, and Kazui, which is Ichigo's son, has the ability to open up hell portals. And the mirror, the inner mirror between Yhwach and Adonais has now switched, indicating ever since he absorbed his father, he is now cursed to carry the weight of the world on his shoulders. And to show you that in a better sequence, when the final fight concludes in the anime, as well as we know how it slightly ended in the manga due to the fact that Takekubo was not feeling well, when we saw the adaptation from Core 3, they did so many good things that I think that were need to be talked about, where the two halves of the Soul King that was once half dead, half alive, came back to life for an instant, where literally Yhwach absorbed his father, and now he is now cursed to carry on the same responsibility that Adonais was carrying. So back to the novel after the 15-year gap, after defeating Yhwach, the sequence that follows is that Yhwach will be back in some form, in some capacity, to question Soul Society's, I would say, their conviction. Because now that he is the new Soul King, his influence could also be corrupted within the royal guards as well. And the scary part is Ichibei, for some weird reason, haven't told the remaining royal guards that the great sin, even them that's protecting the body of Adonais from the past, and now his son, don't know the real sin of what caused them to protect the Soul King. So that's a question that I can't wait. If they do adapt this scene, it's gonna be so impactful, and I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with the adaptation for Core 4. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think what I say makes sense? And do you think that Ichibei is a greater evil to protect a more evil enemy that is drowned in hell? Like, he is the one that's keeping the lid is also part of this bigger plan. Let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for part 3 later, guys.